Here to reclaim your sworn enemy, the Flash? How touching. I'll be more than happy to share my research with you. In fact, I've made a breakthrough. As you can see, I am now a league of my own. Calculators out, and pencils ready, Task Force X.
Hey, Luther, how do we do this? Decoupling? Kryptonite? Kryptonite decoupling?
What are you? I understand now. Let's see. Both iterations have been susceptible to bullets previously. Try that.
So just counter him where it hurts. All right, good enough for me.
Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios.
Launching explosive device. Reprioritizing targets.
You Earthlings have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them.
Really out here trying the same thing, expecting a different result.
Give these a moment. The end result may shock you. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. I modified this Kryptonian thunderclap. Feedback is greatly appreciated. Let's consider the other side of the equation now.
Boost dropping out.
Not much variation here, but there is potential. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one.
Enemies, prepare for disassembly.
Despite how distressingly ill-prepared you always are, this distraction is useful. Ah yes, I can see the variables much more clearly now. Not even the fundamentals will stick with you. I'll break you down into something even simpler and much smaller. A little quick preparation first. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What? A different placement this time to optimize the throughput. Yes. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared. A chilling round of applause for our would-be heroes. have superstitions about cold winds, correct? I suggest heeding them. Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one. Extreme decreases in temperature can result in loss of limb and death. I do hope you're prepared.
Prioritizing targets.
Not to worry. I spiced things up just for you, dear squad. I admit, I did borrow some inspiration from Freeze on the rapid cooling ratios. All plans must be capable of weathering setbacks, especially such frustratingly tenacious ones as you. One should always try to begin with proven theory. Enough of a challenge to break a sweat. What more could I possibly ask of you?
Spicy meatball incoming!
Gotta cool the jet.
Always good to get out and move around. The cold does metaphorically get to one. And yet you foolishly persist. For days on end. Mind-bendingly incomprehensible. I've allowed you to continue more than long enough. This little diversion ends now. Don't worry, I'll have this done in a language bleed through. You will not stand in the way of my research, Light. Once more, and I will finally be rid of you nuisances. Ah, my projections predicted something akin to this. I never intended to experience it. But ultimately, what have you achieved? This data is beginning to give diminishing returns.
I really used to get it winded. Hey, shouldn't you all be in jail?
I've adjusted the phasing array so they can choose the terms and conditions of their own suicide missions. Godspeed, Task Force X.
wants attention, and it's gonna get some. Ooh, you cannot put a price on this stuff.
The hell are you idiots doing? Get the Flash into stasis and get back to work.
Wish you were always that fun, Flasher. We'll make a sidekick out of you yet.